What's up, Future Fighters? It's Alex here from the Buddyfight News Quarter, bringing you another double box opening. This time it's from Booster Pack 3, Annihilate Great Demonic Dragon. And since we're opening two boxes, we got the Dragon's Way promo pack. Well, it's not just Dragon's Way, but it's got Dragon's Way in it. You may use dragon and you use monsters with dragon in its attributes and generic cards. That actually was eroded a couple weeks before this, saying that you can't use generic cards. But Bushi messed up, and typical Bushi. But your initial hand becomes 4, and your initial damage becomes 2, and your initial life becomes 20. Then you got Ancient Demonic Dragon Emperor Azidahaka. You may only call this card if your flag is Dragon's Way. Put a card from your field into the drop zone and pay 3 gauge. When this card enters the field, destroy a monster on your opponent's field. Double attack, lifelink 2, 10, 2, 10. Size 3. And then Brilliance of the Twin Star Zodiac. Pay 2 gauge and put the top card of your deck into this card's soul. Gravity Rest. When your opponent's monster enters the field, pay 1 gauge and discard a card to rest it. And then when this enters your field, if your flag is Legend World, return a card from your opponent's field to his or her hand. If your flag is Star Dragon World, destroy a monster on your opponent's field. Alright, let's get this cracking, shall we? Plastic. We have a Hero World flag with Mukuro and Schwartz. We know, Hero World's a minimal in this. Alright. First pack. Let's see if we're lucky. Nope. Just Dragnapulse. Pay 1 gauge and pay 1 life. This card deals damage to your opponent. Put the top card of your deck into your gauge. At the end of the battle, if this card attacks, you may discard a card from your hand to draw a card. So I got Filtering, Perseus Algol, Reprint, Remnants of the Yellow Path. All-Star monsters gain crit +1. We only have one set. Sunblade, Bow, Beeline. When this card link attacks with another Sun Dragon, put a soul from a monster in your opponent's center into his or her drop zone and destroy it. Huh. Ancient World and Star Dragon World hate. Then you got Hazard Dragon Galdogame Gaumer? Something like that. 8/26, you may discard a card from your hand, destroy all monsters on your opponent's left and right, and for this turn, this card gets crit +1. Dungeon Enemy Demon Lord Dual Dragon. Oh, that's fun. Leprechaun reprint. Maracuna, this card cannot be called to the center. 6/2/2. Violent Spear, All Piercing. When you equip this card, gain 3 life. Divine Sword Galatine. During your attack phase, if you have 4 or more different hero in your drop zone, equip this item from your hand. Counter speed, 3/2. Number of Staff. Pay 1 gauge, call a Dragon Arms monster from the soul by paying its call cost. And the number of cards in this soul becomes 0. Put this card in your drop zone. Why is this a double R? This is such a waste. You should get your rarities right. That's single R at best. Talnada reprint. Shining Wall. During this turn, if you would be dealt damage, it's reduced by 1. Armor Knight Mini Mummy. You may have any Armor Knight Mini Mummies in your deck. When this card attacks, if you have 4 or more monsters with Mummy in your drop zone, double attack. Because double attacking 2 crit size ones. Skyrunner, when this link attacks with another Sun Dragon, choose a Sun Dragon on your field and stand it. So Sun Dragon's got a Tetsuya? But why though? And Dragonite Bartholomew. When this enters this field, if you have 3 or less life, or if you have 2 or more Dragon Knights, draw 2 cards. Sagittario, discard a card from your hand. If you do, put the top 2 cards of your deck into your gauge. Size 2, 4, 2, 4. Jackknife History. Put this card into the soul of a jackknife, or counter, give it +4/+4 and counter attack. Another Many Mummy. Spirit Beat Dragon. When it link attacks with another Sun Dragon. For this turn, a Sun Dragon on your field gets +5 and penetrate. He's also got move, 3, 2, 5. And then Zodiac Searcher. Pay 2 life to call a Zodiac from your deck. So good. Berserk Guard reprint. Mirakunai. Infinity Circle. Insanity Circle. Foil. You cast this card during an attack on your opponent's turn. If you do not have a monster in the center and you have a Tyrant on your field, nullify the attack and gain 1 life. If you have a weapon, this cannot be nullified. And then Illusion of the Void. Choose a size 3 on your field. For this turn, it would not be destroyed. Gain 1 life and it remains on the field. Okay. Destructive Sky Subjugator Tyrant Asura. Pay 2 and put the top card of your deck into the soul. If you have 5 life or more, this card gets penetrate. If you have 5 life or less, this gets critical +1. And then it has double attack and soul guard. Wow. Pretty impressive. Oh. Starhand Field Leader. Oh. Pay 1 gauge. When you equip this card, put a card from your drop zone into the soul of a monster. Explosive Bullet Ultra Bomb. When this card link attacks with another Sun Dragon, you may pay 1 gauge. If you do, destroy a monster on your opponent's center. When a monster with Thunder Knights in this card name on your field moves, put the top card of your deck into your gauge. Pay 1 gauge. If your opponent does not have a monster in the center, this card gets critical +1. When this card link attacks, put a card from your drop zone into this card's soul. Move and soul guard. Future Gazer Jackknife. Here we go. There's the money. Pay 1 gauge, put a monster from your drop zone into this card's soul. So finally a size 2 that gets soul through the call cost. So no more death gripping and making me cry. If you have 4 or more monsters in your drop zone, this card gets +2 power and +2 defense. And then if you have 8 or more, this card gets penetrate, move, and soul guard. Nice, 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 nice. Can attack even if there's a monster in the center. Counteract, put this card from the field into the drop zone. If you do, nullify the penetrate of all cards on the field. Into the Yellow Path, Soulwise Dragon, Tyrant Djinn. When a weapon on your field attacks, you may gain 2 life once per turn. And then Triple R, I believe. Yep, Triple R, Jackknife Galactical Punisher. Pay 3 gauge and put this card on top of a Neo Dragon. When this card enters the field, put up to 1 card from your drop zone into the soul. Damage dealt to your opponent by this card cannot be reduced if it's attacking alone. I mean, it's attacking during the final phase, so it should be attacking alone anyway. Unless you got the Dragon Force equipped. Seen it. During your turn, pay 1 gauge, put this card from the field into the drop zone, destroy a monster in your opponent's center. Okay. Soulwise. Dangerous Stick. Act, you may rest this card if you do call a monster with Mummy from your drop zone by paying the call cost. And you got the Goldel. Demon Goldel Gorderic Jolt. Should have been Goldelic Jolt. Pay 2, put it on top of a dual dragon. And when this card attacks, change the target to this. Act during the battle when your opponent attacks with 1 or more items. Discard a card, destroy those items. Destroys both items if Dungeon World's attacking. Reprint. Interment Formation. Choose one of the following. Destroy all monsters on your opponent's field with Defense lower to the power of the weapon on your field, or destroy all spells. Okay, seems legit. Retainer of the demonic dragon Orth Matter. If you have one or more monsters in battle with dragon in its attribute, you may discard from your hand and pay 1 life. If you do, that monster in battle gets +2/+2 in counterattack. Pay 2 and put the top card of your deck into the soul. If you have 8 or more monsters in your drop zone, this gets penetrate. When this card attacks, if there's a monster in this card's soul for this turn, it gets double attack. It's got move and soul guard. And then Jeanne d'Arc. Another card on your field is returned to your hand. Put the top card of your deck into your gauge. When this card link attacks with another Dragon Knight or a hero, you gain 1 life. Okay. Speed this up a little. If you have 1 or more knights on your field, +3 power, and if you have 2, get penetrate. If this card is in the soul of a size 3, that size 3 gets penetrate. Put this card from your hand or field into your drop zone, pay 1 gauge, reduce the next damage by 2. Discard a card from your hand, put the top card of your deck into your gauge, and the next time damage would be dealt, reduce to 0. And then, what we got here? Zahorius, Eradicate Flame, 2 gauge, on top of a Sun Dragon. When it enters the field, destroy all items and spells on each fighter's field, deal damage equal to that number. Move, penetrate, soul guard. Oh, hey look, shiny already. Pieces. When this card is discarded from hand, call it from your drop zone. Oh, hey, that's cool. When this card enters the field, pay 1 life, choose a monster on your field, and give that card +2/+2. This card cannot be nullified if it's attacking alone. Sharpness field. All monsters on you and your opponent's field get +1 power. All monsters on you and your opponent's field cannot be returned to hand. Tyrant Minotaur, pay 1 gauge. When you gain life this turn, it gets +2 and crit +1 once per turn. Penetrate. And Bleeding Kid. When this card enters the field, put the top 2 cards of your deck into your drop zone. If there are 2 or more monsters among them, it gets +2 power. When this attacks, if you have 3 or more different monsters in your drop zone, this card gets double attack. Neato. History, Insanity Circle, Sunbeam Dragon. At the end of this battle, the discard attacked. If your opponent does not have a monster in the center, do 1. Pay 2 life, destroys size 3 or an item on your opponent's field. Yeah, okay. Alright, Danger World. Pay 1 gauge, return a monster with 5,000 defense to its owner's hand, or destroy it. Seen it. Oh, Big Mummy. You may have any number of Armonite Big Mummy in your deck. For every other mummy in this card name on your field, this gets crit +1. Legblade Expel. Pay 1 life. You may put a soul from a card on your field into your drop zone. If you do, destroy either a size 1 or less monster or a spell on your opponent's field. Debris Sweeper. If this card is in the soul of a Neo Dragon, your opponent cannot call monsters from his or her drop zone. When your Neo Dragon with this card in soul attacks, you may put a card from your opponent's drop zone on the bottom of their deck. And then what do we got here? Ooh, Cute Sheep. When this card is discarded from your hand, pay 1 gauge. If you do, destroy an item or spell on your opponent's field. Alright, last pack of the half. Dragon Eraser Comatter, seen it. Insanity Circle, Mirakunai, Jackknife Linker. You may only cast this during an attack phase if you have a monster with Jackknife in its card name on your field. Pay 2 gauge. During that attack phase, if your life would become 0, it becomes 1 instead. You can only use it once per fight, though. And then Star Deity Dragon Zodiac. Pay 2 gauge. Then put up to 1 card from your drop zone into this card soul. So you can pay the 2 and then grab 1 from the 2 that you paid. It's got Gravity Rest. And then if your flag is Legend World, it gets Penetrate, and all stars on your field get +3 power. If your flag is Star Dragon World, this card gets Move, and all Neo Dragons on your field get crit +1. Go! Core Recycle, All Piercing, White Shield, Tyrant Eagle. If you have Tyrant item equipped, reduce the size of this card on the field by 1. When you gain a life, put a soul card on your opponent's field into his aura drop zone. And then a Buddy Rare Future Gazer. Sweet! Pay 1 gauge and put a monster from your drop zone into this card. So, oh, well, we already seen it. 2 Future Gazers in 1 box. I'm okay with this. Seen it. Seen it. Seen it. Oh wait, here's something new. Tyrant Ogre. Pay 1 gauge. If you have 5 or more life or more, this card gets penetrate. When this attacks, if you have 5 life or less, deal a damage to your opponent. That's nice. And then this demonic creation. Pay 1 gauge during your turn. You may pay up to 5 life. If you do for this turn, this gets critical equal to the number of life you paid. Yeah! Seen it. Seen it. Ball Exciting. You may only cast this if you have a Ball Dragon on your field. Pay 1 life, stand an item, because that's always nice. Battle or Rampage. Pay as much life as you like. Okay. If you do, put cards from the top of your deck into your gauge equal to the number that you paid. Tyrant Diablo. Act. Pay 2 life. Destroy a size 2 monster on your opponent's field. Yeah. Alright. This danger totally needed counter removal. Go away. Shut up. Stay over there. Sagittaria. Berserk Guard. Formation. Jade Holder. Mirror Power. Pay 1 life. Equip a Sun Dragon item from your hand by paying its equip cost. Alright. Nothing really special there. Seen it. Seen it. Seen it. Pay 2 gauge. If you have an item equipped with Sun Dragon and 5,000 power, destroy a monster on your opponent's field. Can't talk. Zelhorius. The original Zelhorius. Pay 2 gauge, put the top card of your deck into this card's soul. When a link attacks a Sun Dragon, stand this card. Destroy a monster on your opponent's field, deal 1 damage. Penetrate Tool Guard. We have 1 more triple and 2 more doubles, I believe. Seen it. Seen it. Yep. Yep. Alright, Death Gaze. Mad shoutouts to the tongue guy. Spectral Strike. Deal 1 damage. 6/1/1. At least it's free this time. At least it's free to call. It's gotta be worth something, right? No. Almada, All Piercing. Thunder Knights. Like Blade, Expel. Valkyrie, Rune Divine Will. When this card attacks, if you have an item equipped, draw a card. Oh, that's always nice. Pay 1 gauge. It's got move. That gets hit by almost every counter removal on the planet. Holy crap, 6/2/2. Oh look, that foil Death Gaze though. So good. When a Sun Dragon monster enters your field, put the top part of your deck into the gauge. And then mummies. Beginning of each fighter's turn, you may call a monster with mummy from your drop zone. Yeah, okay. During each player's turn. Defensively calling mummies. Griffin. When this card attacks, you gain 1 life. Double attack. Yeah! And Regal Orion reprint. Sucks that I went and picked up triple R Regal Orions. Oh well. Higher rarity, fam. A Tyrant Healer. This card enters the field. If you have an item equipped, gain 1 life. If you have another Tyrant on the field, draw a card. Yeah! Who needs to gauge when drawing? Gain 1 life and drawing. Burning Rapier. Perks of United Bout. This card link attacks with another Sun Dragon, draw a card. Yeah, okay. Seen it. Burning Rapier SD. When this card link attacks, put a soul from a card on your opponent's field into his or her drop zone. And then the only Hero World card in the set. When this card attacks, if you have a total of 4 or more different cards with Hero or Superhero in the drop zone, this card gets double attack. Transform. Pay 1 gauge or pay 1 life. Return up to 1 item opponent's field to your hand. Where's my last triple? More after this. Ooh. Road Worker. Counteract. If this card is in the soul of a Neo Dragon, pay 1 gauge. If you do, destroy a size 1 or less monster on your opponent's field. You can only use it once per turn, though. Seen it. Breath and Guard reprint. Hindlands. If this is in the soul of a monster with Zodiac, your opponent cannot use or cast a card from his hand, and nor can use Axe during their final phase. There's the last. Oh my god. Dragon Force. Link attacks with another Sun Dragon. Stand this card. It cannot be destroyed nor returned to hand. Its ability cannot be nullified, and it could attack during your final phase. 2 gauge, release condition, 6 life or less, and you need a monster with ball on the field. And everything else we've seen, except this. Fury of Odin. Pay 1 gauge, discard a card from your hand, destroy all size 1 or less on your opponent's field. Alright, well, that's the first box. Just to go over what we pulled. We got 1 Dragon Force. We got 1 Zodiac. And we got 1 Galactic Punisher. Double rares. And then the Buddy rare. And then the foils are off to the side somewhere. But we'll see you guys in the next video. And we'll have the next box up right behind this one if you were interested. If not, stay tuned for more content.